See that bad boy right there? That's ours.
Vroom, or could be boom.
You just need a simple learn how to try.
Cool, yeah, that's it. Game's off.
All right, guys, we got a heavy one for you today. This is the American 2380 20-ton crane. The Sparks got out of the field in Midway. Now, the deal was on this thing, if he can move it, he can have it. Now that we have it, what do we do with it? Really, in the comments, let us know. What would you do with this thing? This is Will It Run? The American 2380 20-ton crane. Let's go. Well, the machine we got from Midway, which is a 20-ton military crane. One of the things that Sparks had noticed was that in the crankcase, it was full of diesel fuel. Diesel fuel is not good where there's supposed to be oil, engine oil. So today I basically want to see what's in the crank and then also see if I can actually make the engine turn over. That's basically where we're at this moment, and I am simply charging up some of the batteries, and I'm going to try bumping it here in about a minute. Now I'm gonna put it on 24 volts. I was putting it on 12 and charging each individually. All right, now I'm gonna go around to the cab and bump it. It might be really hydro locked. Problem is, I really can't get into the engine. It's basically encased in about 2.5 to 3 feet of steel all the way around it. I know that it was turning a little bit before. I just see no way of getting in. Yeah, everything is just in an extremely difficult place to get to. And I'm sure the injectors are down inside that valve covers right there. But that's even a real pain in the ass to get out. So basically what I think I'm gonna do is just keep charging the batteries, bump it with the starter ever so often, and hopefully it will drain out through the rings. Pushing in, pushing in. It seemed to move a little bit the first time, very little. And then after that it would move but then go back to original position. So I'm just wondering if I'm slowly squeezing out some of the fluid through the rings.
Battery's no good?
Well, they're smaller batteries. They don't have the oomph these do. Yeah, these are like car, light pickup truck batteries. These are semi-truck batteries. Should give us a lot more oomph. Bunch more fluids coming out. Now we're going to try to turn it over again. We have a lot more power, and it looks like every time we turn it a little bit, fluid comes out the bottom, which hopefully we can get all of these cylinders free from liquids. So hit it. Stop. It's slowly turning, but I don't want to overheat that starter. Yep, we got fluid coming out. So I'm just going to let that fluid drain out. Those batteries really help. Getting a lot more power. That starter was slowly turning the engine. Probably have to do what we've been doing probably another 10 times, enough to free any of the cylinders. Moving about 3 to 4 degrees each time we do it, but I don't want to burn up the starter and I don't want to burn up any wiring or anything. So we just try to crank it, let it turn for a few degrees and let everything cool and try again. Also, we want the pressure to bleed off in the cylinder because the engine will hold its place with some pressure on any liquids in the cylinder, slowly forcing it out through the rings, which looks like just about no more fluid coming out, so I can probably push it again now.
Okay, should I be worried about this thing being on gear or something?
No, it ain't gonna run.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just
Flick
trying
it
to
on.
get
No, yeah. Whoa, stop. Okay, we got it to move really fast now.
Look at all that.
And a whole bunch of stuff's coming out someplace else.
That's not where we have our stuff.
What do you got there? Watering the plants?
Oil.
Oil?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watering the crane.
Well, you gotta get to grow.
Yeah. We have some drums of the 15W40 in there. And poured some in and sort of let it run through a little bit just in case there was any like puddles in the cake. So I got that out, and so this is gonna be the third container of oil.
Nice.
And it should be getting us close to being topped off.
I think in this situation you have to say it like this. Oil.
Oh.
Oil.
Oil.
Oil. You gotta let it roll
Oil.
off your tongue like molasses.
Oil?
Oil.
What you really want is more of a Savannah accent, which is more like molasses just sort of spilling out of your mouth.
Roll the lost
I can see
pieces
that
of heavy
tipping over.
equipment.
Just onto the ground and us having to walk back inside and get a new
I'm gonna
one.
hold on to this as you climb up there.
Actually, I decided not to climb up there.
Okay, I'll climb up.
You might not want to climb up here, Al, but I do.
Aerial shot.
No, my name's Alec, not Ariel.
What? You're not from the sea?
Nope.
Let's see what our oil level is. Yep, it's plenty fine. Gonna be up to a Sparks, what he wants to do. But I'm gonna have everything set up here, roll ready for him.
Yeah, so he can push the button.
Yeah. Could be vroom or could be boom.
We got a fuel tank on our hands, and it happens to be full of diesel. It could be less full. That'd be easier.
Could be more full.
Guess it
More
could.
full or resourceful?
I meant more full, but I guess, yeah, more. It could be more resourceful.
There's all sorts of crap in there. It even looks like there might be oil in there or something.
Do you think the person that ran this machine before just didn't know what was what? Just a real...
Smells like diesel fuel in the radiator.
Diesel fuel everywhere.
Yeah, what the heck? That'll cause all the hoses to expand and crack and just fail and just start rupturing left and right.
Alan! Where'd you put my membership bundle? Oh, hey, how's it going?
Bad boy here.
Have you guys subscribed to the membership yet? Let me tell you about it. Every single month, if you sign up to be a member on sparksmotorsofficial.com, you're gonna get a free shirt. That's right, and then every 3 months, we're gonna give you a free gift, like this cool cup. Wouldn't you wanna drink out of that? But that's not all. Every time we give away a truck, you're gonna get free entries to win that truck. And we have so many on the horizon. We've got the most truck. We've got so many more coming. Don't you want to get entered in to win all those super secret projects? So what you got to do is go to sparksmotorsofficial.com, sign up for the subscription bundle, become a member, and get some free swag. I don't know what you're waiting for. Go do it right now. Alan, where'd you put my free shirts?
A few moments later.
Got the old crane back to the shop here, and Alan has been going through it like crazy, trying to figure out if the main engine, which is down here in the chassis, is gonna run. When we were up on the mountain, we found that it was full of water. As he drained it today, he found that it was full of water and fuel, a lot of fuel. So the fuel system just kind of flooded the entire engine, crankcase, all that. So we got all that drained out, got the engine to spin over, and got all the junk out, got fresh oil in it, got fresh fuel that we're getting ready to run through it. So we're gonna try to start it, see what happens. Again, it's only spun a couple of times, just a second ago, just to make sure it was freed up. Nice thing is, we know that it's freed up, so now we just gotta figure out whether it'll actually run. Should, but there's a bunch of other stuff with it, like the heat exchanger and the radiator and fuel system. All that stuff is gonna need a little bit of work, but we don't wanna do any of that until we know that it actually spins and tries to start. So we might get just a bunch of cranking out of the engine right now with no action, or it might try to fire up and run away. Who knows? We're gonna find out though. But I'll tell you one thing's for sure. Skeeter,
Might need to double fist it.
we're gonna double fist this bad boy with starting fluid. Can you do that? Show me your double fist face. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're ready. He's ready.
Push the red button.
We're starting fluid. And
Right here.
you want to
But
shoot it?
let's see if it starts without it.
Ready? Sounds good. Oh, look at that. It's got fuel. Wow. Hey, did this come with an owner's manual? Where's the owner's manual?
You just need a simple learn how to drive.
That went way better than I expected.
Pan over to smoking everything.
Yeah. You just don't know what's leaking.
You can put it in gear and it'll go back and forth, but there's a bunch of labels or levers in here that aren't labeled. So I know which one makes it go forward and reverse, but supposedly it has a 4-speed transmission, which I'm not sure how to shift yet. So I'm gonna pull up an old manual online to see if there's any information as far as labels.
You run, go grab your label maker.
Let them run their pants.
Need to check the steering fluid.
Yeah, that's I know a bunch is leaked out on that.
Oh, that's I'm trying to get the blade. Is the blade moving at all?
Here, let me put some coolant in. You've got to be. Look, can someone turn the water on for me, please?
Oh yeah, she's on the ground.
Little too much of the comfort thing with my friends all playing games. We all started at a full house, ended up
So what the hell is happening?
We see we testing out the steering, testing out all the hydraulics, put more hydraulic in there. The beast is running great. Clouds going up and down, the rear steer's working, the front steer's working, the crane works, everything seems to work, which means we scored big time. We got one of the coolest cranes around, and it's all functioning. Slight coolant leak, nothing that can't be fixed.
Exciting stuff, Nate. Exciting stuff. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Really hope that's not a shirt, not underwear. Is what it is, I guess.
What you looking for?
It's got these rear steer lockout pins.
Got rear steer lockout pins?
Yeah, I need a hammer.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy.
Oh! Because you had to put that cigarette in.
What pan lid? Looks like a stick.
That came out really easy for
Yeah.
everything else on this.
It sure did.
I like the collection.
Yeah, we go. See that raindrop? Look, that's one raindrop. Yeah, that's it. Game's off.
Damn it. See that?
Start again tomorrow. That's the biggest raindrop I've ever felt. It was like a full-blown cup of water. That's what we're gonna do.
That was the coldest raindrop I've ever felt.
It was chilly.
Oh yeah, I see it coming down now.
The size of ants.
Nate. Wow, that is gonna knock me out. Hit me right in the jaw.
Got me right on my cheek.
You can almost see it coming.
It's weird how every single one's a gallon. Nate, be careful. It might blow you over.
I like
All right, clear. working really well.
That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. Brakes are non-existent. I almost just went through the back of the lot.
Full wrecking ball.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch how you disabled them last time.
It's this cam lever right here.
Yeah.
I just think that these rams are completely at the end of their stroke.
Push it, broke it? Still too much dust stuff.
They go again.
Brake caging mechanism.
One more inch. Half an inch. You're there.
Okay, try that.
Anything? Nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I have to put air from this side.
Air not tire up while they're all.
I mean, that looks like a supply line for pressure.
You think so? So I might be on the wrong side.
I mean,
We're bending shit.
keep trying. Just gave it brake pressure. Weird brakes. Your lens is filthy. Who am I to judge? The brakes are essentially caged, which means they're wide open. There's a spacer in there that has to flip, like a cam lever that has to flip in order for the brakes to work correctly. But right now, the piston on the air thing is fully extended, so we got to be able to get it to suck back in to be able to flip those cam levers to be able to get brakes back, I think. So the plan right now is we're going to use the shop air and go straight to the basically the brake air drum, and that's going to hopefully push the piston back to where it needs to go so we can get those cam levers flipped back and then be able to get brakes, because I don't want to drive this much further than I already did without brakes, because it just about ran away on me. Gas, a little bit of gas, pull that up. I thought that maybe this thing was just gonna be a pile of parts, but now it could be something different. The crane is whatever, but the chassis, kind of cool. Could do something pretty cool that if we pulled the crane off of it, or leave the crane on it, I don't know. Now my wheels are turning, because these wheels are turning.
That's clever.
Thanks.
Oh wow, wasn't that just another great video from the Sparks Motors boys? Ha, I love filming those. I'm sure you love watching them. Now, you should go to sparksmotorsofficial.com. Get a shirt, get a hat, get a membership bundle. I don't know, I'm just a bad boy in a bad world. Trying to give you a good deal.